The idea for building the Titanic started in the early 20th century by the White Star Line Company, aiming to create a luxurious, larger, and faster ship than any other at that time. The project began in 1909 at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Northern Ireland. It took about 3 years to build the Titanic, from 1909 to 1912. Approximately 3 million rivets were used in its construction, with steel and iron being the primary materials. The ship featured 4 large funnels, though one was a fake for aesthetic purposes, and 29 steam boilers. Inside, the Titanic was divided into 3 classes. The first class was for the wealthy and nobility, featuring luxurious rooms equipped with modern amenities like electricity and hot water. It also had fancy restaurants, dance halls, libraries, Turkish baths, and an indoor swimming pool. The second class was comfortable but less lavish, with dining halls and lounges, accommodating middle-class passengers. The third class was simple, consisting of communal sleeping quarters for immigrants and workers, and shared dining rooms. The ship was also equipped with state-of-the-art technology at that time, like a wireless telegraph system. It had 20 lifeboats, although this number was not enough for all passengers and crew. The Titanic had about 2,224 people on board, including 1,317 passengers and 907 crew members. Socially, the passengers were divided into about 324 first class, 284 second class, and 709 third class passengers, with the remainder being crew members. On the night of April 14, 1912, at 11:40 p.m., the ship struck an iceberg, which caused a tear in its hull, leading to water flooding in. The ship began to sink gradually and broke into 2 sections before fully sinking around 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912. The RMS Carpathia arrived at the accident site around 4 a.m. and rescued the survivors. The Titanic embarked on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York on April 10, 1912. After the collision on the night of April 14, water started flooding through the holes caused by the collision, and the ship began to sink. After approximately 2 hours and 40 minutes post-collision, the ship split into 2 and fully sank in the early hours of April 15, 1912. Out of the roughly 2,224 people on board, only 706 survived. The survivors were rescued by the RMS Carpathia, which arrived hours after the Titanic sank. Approximately 1,517 died in the disaster. Among the reasons for the catastrophe were the ship's high speed despite iceberg warnings, insufficient lifeboats for all passengers, and the ship's design failing to withstand the iceberg's impact.